And unfortunately, since I've been home, the dogs, which we obviously have Zeus, our German Shepherd, and Phoebe, our Great Dane, they sleep on the bed with us, but they're usually pretty good about finding foot. Like Phoebe usually sleeps down by her feet, and Zeus, he's kind of on the side, so he's all right. But I guess since I was gone, they decided they were going to sleep on my side. And so now I've been fighting the last 2 nights with them, shit.
Fist fighting? Like,
brawling. Middle of the night, I've got to,
you stupid fucking dog.
In the middle of the night, I got to grab him by the neck.
Choke him around a little bit. Swing him around by his tail.
Get away from me, boy.
Young Jake, he gave him a fresh cut, though.
Oh, he looks
Is that
good.
who did it? That's awesome, dude.
He looks good, man. That dog looks sharp.
He's looking handsome?
Yeah. Looking handsome.
Because he hasn't probably had a nice cut in a minute, right? Because he's got a nice cut.
I don't think he's ever got
We didn't know we had to give dogs haircuts.
Well, shaggy dogs you do, but not like I didn't know German
I didn't know
Shepherds.
either. I mean, we would brush them.
But like he has a little gray, so he did the Just for Men.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He toned him up a little bit.
No, he looks good.
He's probably looking dapper. We should get him on Tinder or something.
He's my little silver fox, man.
Dude, he is a handsome dog. I
take him around and get the ladies.
Oh yeah,
they all stop and they're like, "Oh my god, it's such a beautiful dog." I'm like, "Yeah, you're just as beautiful."
And they're like, "Oh my god, is that Mister? Is that Bad Choice Noah?"
Dude, that's all you have to do to get a woman. You just tell them they're beautiful and they're funny, and they're like,
"I'm so beautiful and funny."
Oh, thank you so much. I know.
That's how it works.
I've been out of the game a long time.
Yeah, that's the new game, dude.
That's the new game. How did it used to go back in the 80s?
Yeah, like how'd you pick up Lori?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Good question.
Yeah, right, dude. Solid. Wow.
This is. Let me tell you the story about Lori. Okay. You've never heard?
I've heard the party story.
Yeah, the party. She didn't know me.
But really paint the picture for the viewers.
Seriously, the deal is that like I really liked. I swear to God, dude. I went home that night after meeting your mom, and I told my mom I found the woman I wanted to marry. And I've never said that before, ever.
I got you.
I had been in a relationship with another girl for 2 years. I didn't ever want to marry her.
What was her name?
Her name was Heather. She died, unfortunately.
What? Why you were dating her?
No, a couple years after.
What's your alibi, dude?
Yeah. She's
How does that feel?
I mean, you
escaped having to deal with that.
Yeah, I didn't have to ever worry about my ex coming back into the picture.
That is the worst thing you could say.
No, that's best. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. That's right up my alley.
Okay, so back to mom.
So literally, I wanted to date your mom, and we went out a couple times.
Okay.
And she ultimately, I always say, you got to be tenacious, right? You got to not give up.
Yeah.
And so your mom actually did, after maybe 3 or 4 dates, tell me she wanted to just be friends. And that she just
wait, really?
Yeah, she just said that. Yeah, I'd like to just be friends. I'm just.
How did you take that? Like, what happened when you went home that night?
I was bummed, man. I was like, holy shit, she doesn't like me, and I was really into her. So I just did the friend thing. I did the friend thing for probably like 3 months. We were just friends, hanging out, and ultimately friends turned into more.
Being tenacious.
Yeah.
So sometimes you can get friend zoned and then get back into the game, because a lot of people don't know that out there. They think friend zone's the end, right?
It's like a 87% end.
Yeah,
zone.
and you're like the underdog, just I'm coming for you, Lori. Dude, that's pretty dope.
I'm not giving up. I want a sloth. I'm gonna get a sloth.
I'm gonna get a sloth. And guess what? We got a motherfucking sloth.
But that didn't answer our question too much, though.
Yeah, like how'd you spit the game to Lori initially?
These days, beautiful, funny. Back then, what do you have to do? What do you?
Well, so this is the thing with Lori was that like so I had come off of being in bands and and really to be totally honest with you, treating people horribly. You know what I mean? Like back then, like
you were a rock star and you're like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah, like a girl would come up and you'd be like, I got to hang with my boys. You sit over there, and maybe if I have time for you later, I'll come over and give you the D or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I got time.
If I got
time for you.
So when I met Lori, she hated the fact that I was like a rocky type guy, and she hated all that stuff. So I was just
switched it up quick. Huh? You were like, I've never played rock and roll music. What is that?
Would you like to play backgammon?
Backgammon.
I know.
No, Lori was just really about like hanging out and being as nice as I could to her, and like being a good person with her, and it was really the first girl since my rock days that I was with, so it was really foreign to me because I had really,
never treated a woman with respect before.
I never respected bitches.
Hey, listen,
I never respected dumb bitches before, bro.
I've told people, I own my mistakes in the past, right?
Course,
I don't run from my past, and there's no doubt that Lori was not a groupie.
Yeah.
And she was as far from a groupie as you could get. And every girl I had probably before that was kind of like a groupie,
So now, when you met Lori, did you drop the whole like rock thing completely? Like, did you even play songs anymore?
Well, so what's interesting was I had probably several months before I met Lori, the band situation went away, and I was like giving it up. And then actually after I was with Lori for a while, I did play with a band for about a year and a half. So she was around kind of a little bit during that band things, but that band unfortunately never even got out of the basement. We never even did any shows, so she never saw me on stage.
What was that one called?
That was called Jesse Bolt.
That was the band name?
Why?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's called Jesse Bolt. I don't know what the reason.
Was there anyone named Jesse in your?
No, there's no Jesse.
No Bolt.
And dude, I'm telling you what, this freaking guy, our singer, we talked about what's the band that sounds like Zeppelin?
Oh, Greta Van Fleet.
Greta Van Fleet. This guy sounded exactly like Robert Plant.
No way.
Exactly to a T like Robert Plant. Now, our music wasn't very Zeppelin-like, but
having
vocals,
a singer like that is incredible.
His vocals were identical to, I mean, he even looked like young Robert Plant.
Oh, that's dope.
With the blonde curly hair. I mean,
the weird low waist pants and shit.
So Lori experienced a little of that, but she never experienced like the kind of rock star days. You know what I mean? So, so it just took a long time to kind of, it was a slow process. Probably 6-8 months before we were kind of dating again.
And then what type of things would you say that like you thought like kind of won her over even more? Like you'd be like at a date and you'd be like, bam, that line hit, and she like fell in love.
I don't think there was anything.
You want an ice cream sundae?
Yeah,
baby?
bitch. Hey, bitch, you want an ice cream sundae or something?
Yeah, that might have been. I don't remember. I don't really recall anything that really, you guys know Lori.
Yeah.
There's really not a whole lot of things that you can say to Lori that like woos her. You know what I mean?
I got some dark chocolate for you.
Yeah, I got coffee and puppies. She'd be into that.
Pretty much.
I got Timmy Hoes and dogs.
Yeah, she would love that.
I don't think Timmy Hose was around back then.
Was it not?
I mean,
No,
not in
that
America.
Back in those days, there was not Timmy Hoes.
No, man, that guy he was still playing probably.
They didn't even have donuts back then.
Yeah, donuts. Yeah,
I remember when they invented those donuts.
It is pretty crazy how much shits came since you were born.
Yeah. Well, we
basically a new world.
Yeah, it is.
A whole world. Yeah, new world.
I mean, even
order.
since I was born, though, it's pretty much a whole new world.
Yeah, so anyways, we got way off.
Where
track.
were we?
Where were we?
I think we left off at Wilbanks, didn't we?
Let's get back to the trip.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?